want this video to be your reminder that you don't always need to be with others to feel complete. You can learn to feel fully safe and held in your own company, make yourself feel at home wherever you are in the world. And the more that I've softened into a slower pace of living, the more I find myself embracing the truest versions of myself, falling back in love with my inner and outer surroundings. Your luteal phase is not a time for performing in a certain way in front of others, but a time to set clear boundaries, say no without guilt, and to rest without needing to earn it. I feel like it's becoming a tradition that I need a flower in my hair for every video. Hello loves, I decided to take myself on a solo date today, doing some of my favorite late luteal phase activities, and so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to bring you with me and share some of these beautiful rituals, as well as a bunch of other things that I just love to do when I'm in my luteal phase. In general, I really love spending time alone in my own company, but I find that especially towards the end of my cycle, it's like a really good time to turn inwards and really just spend more time alone. It is also a time where I am naturally in need of more rest, and I feel like with rest often comes solitude also, but in the most beautiful ways. A guy started mowing the lawn, so now we're finding a new place to hide among the flowers and talk about how great it is to be alone. Okay, so we found the perfect spot among the flowers and the bees. Also, hi, my name's Astrid and I am a content creator from Copenhagen, and I am sharing everything about slow, sustainable, and cyclical living. So if you end up falling in love with this video and if you love these topics, I hope that you will stick around, subscribe to my channel, and maybe come say hello over on my Instagram too, where I share a bunch of amazing tools for you as well to reconnect with yourself and nature. What I wanted to say was, I know a lot of women experience an emotional kind of low during luteal phase, especially towards the end. And I mean, I get it, our hormones are shifting big time right now, and going from that ovulation, peaking energy, and then into the more slow turning inward luteal energy, like that can be really difficult to figure out how to navigate. Instead of expecting yourself to know how to be perfectly fine every luteal phase, just change that perspective into knowing that with each month comes a new chance, a new luteal phase where you can step into a more loving and kind energy towards yourself. I often find myself naturally not wanting to participate in big social events, not wanting to meet with a lot of people, and so I think it is a really perfect time to just slow down. Honestly, cancel your plans. If you don't feel like going somewhere, just don't go, stay at home. I mean, obviously, I know people have to work, but like avoid social events if you don't feel like going to social events. I think it's become normal that we really overstimulate all of our senses, make so many plans, and expect ourselves to be busy at all times, when in reality, it's so important to lean back and do things where we're able to hear our own thoughts. I think loneliness and being alone often end up getting kind of mixed up, because we can love to spend time on our own but without feeling lonely. And I think as soon as you learn to truly love your own company, that feeling of loneliness kind of naturally goes away. I think for several reasons. Like, not only will you feel complete in your own company and you will not feel like you need someone else to complete you, but other than that, I also think that when we are really radiating this energy of loving ourselves and loving being in our own company, it does also naturally attract the right people, the people who feel the same way and love their own company too. I recently shared a video on confidence that resonated with a lot of you, and I think confidence and solitude naturally go really well hand in hand. And so I actually also really recommend watching that video if you want some more like general tips on gaining confidence. Dating yourself is a perfect way of falling in love with yourself and radiating a more confident energy. And it just becomes this positive circle of everything affecting everything in the most positive way possible. I feel we need to remove the shame and the fear there is around spending time alone. And there are so many beautiful activities that you can do on a solo date. I love making art without expectations, or studying in the park, bringing a good book to a secret spot, and just doing all these things often end up becoming the most nourishing experiences for me, and I hope that they will for you too. Another thing that I absolutely love to do is to go by myself to a workshop, and I think this is such a beautiful gift that you can give to yourself. Just doing a course or a class in something that you have been wanting to learn for a while, and if you don't end up connecting with anyone, it's also just a really beautiful time to spend with yourself, just immersing yourself fully into learning something new. I also love dancing as a cure for everything negative. Whenever I feel my energy needs a refreshment, I just go and have a dance. And actually, I absolutely love to dance in front of strangers. And every time that I dance in the streets or in the park, I also just notice how people don't really care. Everyone is in their own world. Actually, it's kind of sad, but everyone is staring at their phone or listening to music in their headphones, so no one really notices you. And if they do, people just smile. Like, people cannot help but smile when they see someone dancing in the street. It just has this incredibly positive energy to it. I swear, you should try it. It's my best confidence hack. It's my best mood hack. It's my best life hack. Just dance everything out. It's the cure for literally everything, if you ask me. I love to bring small treasures with me as invitations to create little rituals out of absolutely everything. A journal for writing my heart out like a river, a piece of reading that lets me escape to a dream world and reminds me of my values and vision. Of course, a little snack for my luteal phase. I absolutely love some sustainably, ethically sourced cacao, a nourishing oil to massage my neck and hands and arms, hydrosol to heal my skin and calm my senses. I could seriously use this bubble in one single day. I cannot describe how much I love it. I know this tip isn't directly for your luteal phase, but it's something that I really, really want to incorporate as well, which is when you're ovulating or when you're in your follicular phase and you feel like your best, most confident self, write yourself a letter to the luteal phase you, so that you have something sweet and kind that you can read and look at and just be reminded of how much you actually do love yourself and how good you actually do feel in your own body. Something else that can be really empowering is reading a book that reminds you of your body's wisdom and intuition. And this is why I love, love, love learning about my own biology, because the more that I learn, like the cooler I think I am. When learning about your biology as a woman, my favorite book of all time has to be In the Flow by Elisa Vitti. And I actually did a whole YouTube video on that as well. And it's a perfect starting point to get into cycle syncing. But right now I'm currently reading her other book, which is called Women Code. And I think this is really beautiful light reading for my luteal phase. It just has a lot of recommendations for like particular things that you can do throughout your cycle, and I love how much reading about my body just reminds me that I'm magic and that you are magic too. I am so in awe of women, of the magic that women hold within, of the things that our bodies are capable of. We're capable of creating life, like both physically and emotionally, and your whole cycle is magical and there's something so special to embrace during each phase. And so for a luteal phase, let it be the solitude, let it be the reflection and the calmness, and really creating this sacred space around yourself, preparing yourself to enter your bleed, preparing yourself to fully lay down and relax and do absolutely nothing during your bleed. Eat chocolate, eat foods that you love, nourish yourself. Don't push your body to super intense workouts. Do some stretching, do a meditation. Allow movement not to be about getting to look in a certain way, but to just feel good. As soon as I stopped working out for the looks and started doing it more intuitively and moving in a way that feels natural, that's when I also naturally just started looking like the best version of myself, both inside and outside. I never push myself to a workout that I don't want to do, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't move and that you shouldn't actively try and live a healthy lifestyle. I'm just saying that you can go for a walk, for a hike, you can pause for 2 hours and just lay in the grass and stare at the clouds, do a yoga session, or meet up with a friend and have a dance party, like dance by yourself in front of strangers. Do whatever feels right within your body, and that is so personal. Don't force yourself to fit inside a box of some certain workout video that you've seen on YouTube. I know those can be great for inspiration, but really try and tap out of that and tap into, how do I feel? What makes me feel good in my body during my luteal phase and in every single phase, like throughout your whole cycle. I hope you take yourself on a solo date this week, because you really deserve to fall in love with your own company. And if you do already love your own company, you just deserve to spend more time in it. And I would love to hear in the comments what your favorite solo date ideas include. And if this video resonated with you, I hope that you will like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. And I absolutely cannot wait to see you in my next video. Remember that you are so loved and that your place in this world is just as important as everyone else's place. And you deserve to feel true love in your heart. Let this be your invitation to create stillness from within. Create rituals that help you remember that you are enough without needing to do more, give more, or be seen and perceived.